Hey, it's justice for Cassie. I want y'all to drop them justice for Cassies down in the comment section. Drop them RP Tupacs and drop them RP Kim Porters down in the comment section. Let me know if you a fan of Cassie. He bogus for what he did, and the way that he thought that he was going to get himself up out of this, it all came back on him because they released the list, and a lot of people that was on the list, they already turned on him because they said that Diddy used to lock the doors and he used to turn off the AC and make it to where it's hot in there so that everybody can try to get up out of there. Once people tried to get up out of there, he had the securities to block the door. That's literally holding somebody by their will. At the end of the day, Diddy, he thought he was going to get away with it. They going to put Diddy under the jail. They going to give him 100 years for what he did to Cassie, Kim Porter, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and the rest of them. At the end of the day, regardless of what type of love he showed them more hatred than love.
What's scary is what's really going to come out on these evidence tapes. And you got to look at the amount of the A-listers that have already been named off. From Kanye West, Laura London, Michelle Williams, Don Richard, Cassie, Mike Myers, Justin Combs, and so many more who we already know who these people are. The question is, who is this Jane Doe? What evidence is she going to bring to the table that could possibly seal this case? What other people are going to be exposed for having had involvement in all of these situations? And how many more people are going to go down with him?
Diddy thought that just because he paid the lawyers over $1 million that they were going to go in there and fabricate it. No, you can't fabricate something that's been caught on tape. They got documentation stating that Diddy did this to this girl. They see it with their own eyes. She was going to the elevator trying to get away from him. Regardless of if she was commencing in these acts with him, she was only doing it just because Diddy was threatening her. I want y'all to know this is bogus what he did to this girl. And you have to watch who you keep around you because these could be the same people who could be right there trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. R.I.P. Kim Porter, R.I.P. Tupac, get well Cassie. The reason why Cassie even gonna sit down and testify against Diddy is because he put her through 10 years of heartache.
At the end of the day, this actually all started with her opening that door. How many people are actually going to finally get peace? How many people are actually going to be able to sleep again at night because she was brave enough to get up there and tell her story? But what do we not know? Like, he's going to try to twist this, that she was in agreement, it was consensual, it was her idea. They're going to try to play these different cards in different ways to manipulate the jury, and that's really the only play they have. Let's hope that the evidence supersedes that play because at the end of the day, she deserves justice as well as every other woman.
Young Miami said that Cassie was trying to get up out of there. Right now, Cassie is pregnant right now. So Cassie really can't do too much. And she's happy that Diddy is locked up so that he can't try to stalk her. Diddy was stalking these women. And if a woman is trying to get away from you, you're supposed to just let her go. You have to watch the people you even befriend. Like, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people who will get mad because you don't want to be cool with them no more.
At the end of the day, some people don't know how to take a no and a loss. Like, get over it and move on.
Some people got boundaries.
Like, seriously. And when you cross those boundaries, well, there's going to be consequences to pay. You literally reap what you sow. And yes, while he sowed many seeds of greatness, he didn't sow enough because he sowed so many negative. All of it is catching up with him, and it's catching up with him fast.
And a lot of people think that just because you put on a smile that you're helping somebody. No, it's a hidden agenda right behind that smile. A lot of people don't know until it's too late, but you have to understand, Diddy, he did this for years, over 20 years. You know how many lives he ruined? Do you know how many people are put into a bad situation right now and they can't go back home because of what Diddy told them to say to their family? I want y'all to hit the like button if you rocking with Cassie. Hit the like button if you rocking with Kim Porter because the way that he did this, he bogus. He think that he gonna get away with this and he not. Them feds ain't finna play no games. This is why they pushing the trial so soon. I seen trials drag out for 4 years. And Diddy trial, it's only been under a year. They want to get this over with because Diddy, he did too much. He tried to put stuff on people that they ain't even had nothing to do with, nothing that he got locked up for. But he tried to put people under the bus. They had nothing to do with it. You got to listen all. Okay, on that list, how much of this is fabricated? How many of those names that you're just trying to say that they did something when whole time they only came to the party because you invited them and you threatened them to come? And you tried to make it seem like you're going to do something to them if they don't come. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Cassie. Diddy bogus for what he did.
At the end of the day, this is one incident he could not buy himself out of. He may have bought himself out of, Tupac. He may have bought himself out of Kim Porter. But this one caught up with him, and it caught up for everything. There's going to be a lot of hell to pay.
He got a lot to show. They got him on camera. He got a lot of things to say. The things that he thought he was going to get away with, they come to bite him in his ass now. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you rocking with Cassie. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Kim Porter. Drop the RIP Kim Porters down in the comment section. They got Jay-Z now. It's over with for Rock Nation, period. I want y'all to know, this is something that we saw, that they was building the case against this man. He was there at her house 2 days before, and then the day that she had her mysterious death, this is where Kim Porter, she kept trying to make a phone call and let everybody know that she was in danger.
Kim Porter was born on December 15th, 1970, in Columbus, Georgia. Growing up in a Southern environment, she showed early promise. After graduating from Columbus High School in 1988, she ventured to Atlanta to launch a modeling career. Porter's graceful presence led to notable features in fashion and modeling, and she transitioned smoothly into acting. Over 3 decades, Porter took on roles in both film and television. She appeared in The Brothers in 2001, The System Within 2006, the TV series Wicked Wicked Games 2006 through 2007, Single Ladies 2011, and Mama, I Want to Sing in 2012. Additionally, she made an early appearance in music videos, including those by Big Daddy Kane and Heavy D and The Boys. Notably, Porter co-founded the Atlanta-based lifestyle and event planning company, 3 Brown Girls, with friends Nicole Johnson and Ebony Electra. Through this venture, she helped launch careers such as that of Janelle Monáe, inviting her to open mic night and opening doors in the industry. Porter's personal life was deeply intertwined with music industry royalty.
This is why her and Diddy, once they was getting into it, everybody sat there and saw she was at that party. As soon as she left the party, after her and Diddy got into it, she ran home. She was feeling sick. What did they do to her? What did they do to Kim Porter? Kim Porter did not deserve to go out like that. Kim Porter, she had a whole family to take care of. She had people that loved her. She had all type of stuff that she wanted to do in the future.
She had her first son, Quincy Brown, in 1991 with singer-producer Albie Shore. In the mid-90s, she began an on and off relationship with Diddy Combs. Diddy adopted Quincy and later had 3 children with Porter, son Christian, born 1998, and the twin daughters Jesse James and Delilah, born 2006. Despite separating in 2007, the couple remained close co-parent and friends for many years. In the morning of November 15th, 2018, Kim Porter was discovered unresponsive in her home in Los Angeles, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. Leading up to her passing, she had been exhibiting flu-like symptoms for several days.
She was trying to help herself, and she was trying to make it to where she'll recover faster so that she can be able to continue working. I want everybody to know, man, drop the RIP Kim Porters down in the comment section. Hit the like button if you're a fan of Kim Porter. Hit the like button if you think that Kim Porter was set up. Kim Porter had a lot going on. She could have made it out of this incident. It's no way that she was able to pass away and then everything was undetermined. And then next thing you know, they come to the house broad daylight and find all this stuff around her bed. They reviewed the footage from her driveway and they reviewed the footage from inside of her house right there by the front door. They said that it was forced entry.
You know, I have a hard time believing this theory, shall we say, and I have a hard time believing that she just passed away of natural causes. There's just one particular person that's in her life that, has orchestrated a couple different incidents where people have mysteriously passed away, but he's been able to manipulate the autopsy reports. As a mother, you're going to do everything you can to get better for your children. She had beautiful children, and they were her life and her world. There is no way that she just laid at home and passed away willingly.
I know that J-Lo, she had something to do with this. And J-Lo is one of the main ones who was around when the Shine incident happened. She was around when that happened to Tupac and Biggie. A lot of people miss certain things in those cases, but one person who knew everything that was going on, as far as down to the fact that Diddy had cameras in his walls of his house. As soon as Diddy got charged, that's when everybody started falling back from Diddy. Now, they abandoned Diddy all because of one thing, because they wanted Diddy not to mention their name in the indictment or in none of the stuff that was going on, because he was willing to tell on everybody.
And I think to some point he probably has spilled some beans because they're taking a little too long to determine what they're going to do with P. Diddy. They're taking a little too long to determine if he's going to be able to walk a free man or if he's going to have to deal with this any further. There is too many circumstantial evidence. There is too many things that line up over the history of events that it just makes it to where it's hard to believe this is a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence. Kim Porter, she knew exactly everything that Diddy was doing, and she kept trying to tell him to stop. Get out of this, man. Stop commencing in these crimes. You don't have to do this. You already got money.
At the end of the day, she tried to save the man that she loved because despite everything he put her through, she truly loved him. They had beautiful children together, and all she wanted was him to actually settle down, make her a wife, and literally, have their family and do what families do. But he was too caught up in his own activities, and the way that he carried himself and handled situations wasn't conducive to her lifestyle, and she had to put a separation to them.
Al B. Short said that Shine did 10 years for Diddy. Gene Deal, he said that Shine did not do that in that club. Gene Deal said that J-Lo was the one that snuck the weapon inside of the club. So as soon as they left the club and hurry up and rushed into them trucks, this is where they got pulled over. They found the gun and they tried to charge Diddy with it, but he put it all on Shine.
P. Diddy is a person that's been able to, in a sense, vindicate himself and buy himself out of situations that he has created the problem to begin with. He's been able to manipulate and coerce and threaten his way through anything that he gets caught up in because, well, nobody wants to, see his wrath, shall we say, and nobody wants to be on the receiving end of his verdict of what should and should not be because it doesn't turn out good for anybody. At the end of the day, P. Diddy digs himself into holes and then he finds someone who's ready to take the fall for him. He literally pays these people to do that, and they do it. When is someone going to stand up against him and say, no, I won't be your person to take the fall? No, you're wrong and you need to take the consequences to your actions. Just because he's a rising star or a self-made star, whatever, it does not give him the right to ruin other people's lives, to cause people to pass away, to manipulate situations for his benefit and for his companies and his life. It'll be a miracle if this man don't go bankrupt.
You see what happened to Tupac. You see how Keefe D ended up getting charged for what happened to Tupac, and he's still on trial right now. Suge Knight came out and said that they set up Tupac from the beginning. Regardless of what went down and how they orchestrated and did it, Tupac wasn't never supposed to go out like that. Kim Porter wasn't never supposed to go out like that. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, but Young Miami had everything on her iPhone.
There's a lot of twists and turns to this case, but one thing we know for facts is there's a lot of innocent women involved. Young Miami may be one of them. She was implemented by a woman who was filing a lawsuit on P. Diddy. Young Miami has been named in one of the lawsuits against P. Diddy, this time from a woman alleging that the Mongol abused her and then once even impregnated her. The accusation is that Young Miami came back and persuade her to not have the baby, tried to make her go away. Young Miami moves silently for P. Diddy, and that's where she gets implemented because she's the one, taking the long flights out and carrying substance with her. She's the one that's sitting here basically covering his back.
Diddy knew he shouldn't have never did this to Kim Porter or Tupac. R.I.P. Tupac. Drop the 222s down in the comment section for Tupac. Everybody know exactly what happened as soon as Keefe D pulled up. Keefe D, he already had it planned out, mapped out. He already got the money. He already gave Orlando Brown everything that he needed to give him to be in the car so that they can do that to Tupac. I want y'all to know everything that's going on in court and why they prolonging everything. is because they want Keefe D to cop out to what he did to Tupac so that they can prosecute Diddy for giving him the money.
We know who a lot of the people are who have filed these lawsuits against P. Diddy. We know them well because they are famous people. But there is still one Jane Doe out there that we really know nothing about.